ちがいるのにガス弾を使うのか。違うぞこれは。
みんな伏せろ。
くそー。
Hello there, my name is Stormdog, and today I'd like to talk about Appleseed, specifically the movie adaptation from 1988. The movie was easy to watch as it was available on Tubi at the time, although it was the English dub. I usually hate dubs, but I decided to actually watch this one, and it was pretty good. No extremely stupid voices for any of the characters, thankfully.
Two-Face needed that. He's always so full of crap.
Yeah, I think he's God's gift to Kung Fu. He really makes me puke.
Yeah.
The Brioris' character's voice was not quite what I imagined in my head, or anything like the voice they chose in the 2004 movie adaptation. I discovered the 2004 version in high school and still love it, with its soundtrack being a nice bonus. I wasn't as impressed by the follow-up movie, Ex Machina, and have not finished the 13 series. I haven't read the entire manga and honestly kind of avoided the original movie adaptation for quite some time. Definitely something I was just wrong about. I got on a kick of watching some classic anime movies from the late 80s through the 90s for a while, and finally gave Appleseed a chance. Like many of the adaptations of the time, it's pretty lean and fast at just an hour and 11 minutes in length. That being said, it packs a lot in. If you've seen the 2004 version, you'll recognize some plot points that they both have in common. I thought the 2004 one did a better job with the giant spider robots, but I really like the old school mech designs in this one. It reminds me a bit of the Starship Troopers OVA, or even Patlabor. I really like the default ape-looking ones that the police use. The gunfights and action is very good, and the weapon designs look like something you'd see in real life. That was something many anime of the time really had nailed, an attention to detail in how their weapons work, usually modeled on real-life guns. The destruction as well is very good, and I think I like it more in this classic 2D art style than the CGI-flavored stuff from the new ones. I've really gained an appreciation for the work those old studios put in as I've gotten older. The 1988 version starts with Dunin, the main female character, already living in the protected future city, while the 2004 version starts with her recruitment from the wastelands. I don't remember the exact terminology for these, so please forgive me. The visuals, however, are trapped in my head forever, which says a lot. Sadly, I didn't catch it back when Sci-Fi was doing its Animondays. In this version, Dunin and Briorios are working for the police in an anti-terrorist unit. This begins to overlap with a much bigger plot that will affect the entire city of Olympus. The emotional resonance of this one might be better than the 2004 version, which focuses a little more on rule of cool. Briorios is just such an awesome design for a character, but the English dub on this one does make him sound more like a construction worker than a cyborg, but I got used to it and still enjoyed it. Everything mechanical in this one, this 1988 version, just looks enthralling with all these wonderful little details. Kazuyoshi Katayama is the director here, and you might actually have seen his work before, as he also did King of Thorn, and also worked on the art for much more famous works like Record of the Lodos War, Giant Robo, the animation The Day the Earth Stood Still, The Big O and its series, Samurai Champloo more recently, and even Appleseed Ex Machina, and the big famous one, at least now, Attack on Titan. He was even assistant director on Nausicaa the Valley of the Wind. Of course, the original manga was written by Shiro Masamune, a legend when it comes to manga. The same guy who is responsible for all the Appleseed stuff is also the guy we have to thank for all things Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell does beat out Appleseed when it comes to movie adaptations, especially the first two movies, but that's not really on him. I love Appleseed, but I'll give credit where due. I love the first two Ghost in the Shell movies and the standalone complex series. If you want to go a little deeper into Masamune's career, past the more mainstream stuff, He's also responsible for Dominion or Dominion Tank Force and Black Magic M66. Despite its several iterations, Appleseed never got any standout video game adaptations, and now probably isn't the time for it either. If you like classic anime, old school mechas, gunfights where the guns look real and leave holes and everything, cyborgs, and strong female characters that don't get that way by writing everyone else as an idiot, I believe you'd really enjoy this film. If you like modern anime, go take a look at the industry when it was exclusively 2D, and see what some of the most talented 2D studios pulled off in that time. Until next time, this has been Stormdog.